Right, so I'm quickly going to put this back onto the frame because it's going to make my life a lot easier. Well, our frame. If you guys know about the project carbon repair bike we're busy with, there's the front triangle. I'm going to call it front triangle for now. Already sanded. The rear triangle is taking so much time because it's all these little corners. But if you haven't seen any of this, pause this video, go check out the other videos. We've prepared a frame, basically this one, yeah. We prepared it right there, and now we're going to change the whole color of the bike. But for this video, I'm quickly going to put the hanger back onto this rear triangle. It's going to make life so much easier. You'll see why, and then we'll get into the video. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get into this video, I want to thank everyone for all the support you've been showing the last couple of weeks. The channel's been growing amazing, the videos are doing great, and I must say you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out, especially the carbon bike repair we're doing. I've had a lot of feedback on that, and I do really enjoy it. There's just one thing I do want to tell you guys: if you really decide to do a frame repair, do it. But if you want to do the whole color change, it takes a very long time. I've been sanding on this thing for about 3 or 4 days. Between work, yes, so you can do it in one day, but it is quite a lot of work, especially if you're like me and you want to have it perfect, then it is quite a lot of work. Now for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to remove this lower part, the lower cage of your rear derailleur. Now, just remember this thing is under tension, so you, if you can put it onto a frame like I've done just now, or leave it on your bike, it'll make your life a little bit easier. It's making it a bit easier for me. If you've got another way of doing this, it's great. Let me know down in the comments how you do this. I always like to know what you guys do, and if you find the things that I do useful and sometimes entertaining. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to remove this lower cage. You can replace these cages usually, but I've actually had a derailleur in the week that the spring on the inside, the tension spring, broke, and I'm going to show you guys what I did to repair it. But it's not this derailleur, but I'll show you guys what I did anyway. So let's get into removing the lower cage on your rear derailleur. Alright guys, I'm going to try to give you the best possible view of what I'm doing without being in the way too much. Now what you're basically going to need is you're going to need a number 3 Allen key or multi-tool with a number 3 on it. Now before you start removing this, on the outer side, on the driver hand side of the rear derailleur, there's this little stopper here that you can remove. Now it's on there maybe 1 or 2 newtons, so it's not a lot, and you can put some Loctite on there afterwards. That's basically how it looks. See if I can show you guys. That's basically how it looks. There's a little screw there, and you can see there's some Loctite on there. So we've removed it right there. And now, this is the fun part and the scary part. You're going to release the tension on your derailleur. So you're going to remove this holding pin right there. So remove it, push the derailleur in a bit so you don't hit anything else. You're going to go around once, and then the tension is released on the derailleur. Now we can start by removing the lower cage. Like I said, remember this thing is under tension, so be careful when you work with this. If you haven't done this before, do take some caution when doing this. There we go. Basically just unscrew that, and it will remove the whole lower cage of your derailleur. Now you can replace this. You get all different makes and kinds that you can put on here with massive pulleys at the bottom, so you can do that. But I'm going to show you guys what I did on the spring, or the tension, or what you want to call it, on your derailleur. Now the one we had actually broke out here. Alright, so you basically just pull this out, and see it's just basically a spring in there, and the cap that seals it on the end. You can see this one, oh, it's very dirty inside there, so I'm going to clean this real quick and then I'll show you guys what I did to the spring to get it to work again. But just make sure when you remove these things, you don't break anything, because there is only a bit of plastic in there. So I've removed the spring. I'm going to clean it real quick and I'm going to show you guys what I did. worry. So I'm going to try to show this to you guys. As you can see there on the spring, there's a little end there, and there's one on the other side as well, right there. Now that basically holds onto your derailleur on the one side, and then this side holds onto your lowers of the derailleur. Now the one side of ours broke off, literally straight off, and then what I did is, now I'm only telling you guys this to let you know you don't always have to replace something immediately. There's always a plan. I always say let's rather see if we can fix it than just replace it. Now it might be the wrong point of view for many guys, but I believe if you can repair something, rather repair it than just replace it. It might just prolong the rideability of the derailleur or the product that you're using until you can buy a new one, or while you're waiting for the new one. So we basically took 2 pliers and we just bent in a new little holding pin there, and it worked great. I mean, it worked very well. Now this is something that you can service. I won't say service it every now and again, because to remove those little plastic parts, etc., it does wear a bit. So I won't say service this every time you service your bike, but once in a blue moon you can take this out, because there's quite a lot of muck and grime inside there that you can clean out. So I'm going to re-grease this now, and then I'm going to put it back, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's super easy, and then I will chat just now. Alright, so now basically it's everything we just did in reverse. What you're going to do is you're going to take your spring, and on the inside there, when you guys work on it yourself, you'll see there's a little hole where your spring catches into. You're going to put it into there. You're going to take a little cap and put that onto the spring side, and then if you're lucky you can just push it back in there without it coming out again. Now what you do is you take your derailleur and your 3mm screw, Allen key, sorry, not a screw, it's going to be a 3mm screw as well. I think it's more than it now, 4mm. Anyway, then we take our lower. I've put some grease on there as well, just a light line of white marine grease. Then I put back our derailleur. We're going to put some Loctite onto your screw itself. Tighten it. Super easy. Now there are torque specs for this, so you guys can just make sure on that. This is the old derailleur, so I'm just going to tighten it there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to push our derailleur forward, and now we need to put some tension on it again. So we're going to turn our derailleur, one rotation. Oh wait, let's just get that other part quick. Just remember this little part, the one we took out, the little stopper that stops your derailleur from coming over and hitting the rest of the jockey or the frame. So we're going to take that little stopper, keep it close by, and now we're going to give our derailleur one full turn of tension. We're going to reinstall our little, you can actually put it onto the lock right there. We're going to reinstall our little stopper here. And that's how easy it is to remove the lowers of your derailleur, and you can service the little spring, the tension spring inside there as well. I'll just show you guys that it does still work. There it's off, and then there the little stopper catches it. A nice lot of tension on there. It's nice and quiet. This thing was grinding inside when you pushed it every time, so now it's nice and soft and quiet, and we can just put it on the lock again, and our derailleur is perfect. So guys, if you enjoy videos like this, please let me know down below in the comments. I will do more videos like this. Most of the times when I do something, I don't find it that interesting, but there's a lot of you guys that really find it interesting. And I mean, to remove a lower of a derailleur, for me it's not a big deal, but there's so many guys that want to change to something like the oversized pulleys, etc., but they're too scared to remove this. Now if you want to remove this, remember you're just going to literally take out the little stopper there at the back, remove that screw on the GX derailleur or the SRAM range. You're going to take this off. You don't even have to remove the spring inside there. Slap on the new one and bob's your uncle. You're not going to even have to worry about putting tension back onto all these things. Well, you have to, because you're going to have to turn this, but you don't have to worry about removing the spring or anything. So guys, I want to encourage you guys, please subscribe, like and comment, share this with all your friends. It really helps out the channel quite a lot. And as always, be strong, stay safe, and never say never. Cheers.